Joining us right now for a law enforcement perspective, Joshua Skule, a senior executive with the FBI for more than 20 years. Joshua, good morning to you, and thanks for being with us. First, I think my first question when I woke up this morning and saw this was why they're calling this gentleman a person of interest versus a suspect right now. We have a clear photo of him. We know a little bit about his history. We see images of him with a weapon, and there are these two locations. Why a person of interest?
Well, good morning. I believe they're calling him a person of interest because they don't have anything substantive beyond a grainy photo to say it's hit card. I think that's the only reason right now. So I don't see it as a big deal. They know who they're going after. They're looking to get additional evidence to actually get a warrant, which they'll get from his car and other aspects, his social media. But law enforcement, and whether they call him a suspect or a person of interest, they're trying to bring this person into custody safely as quickly as possible.
We've also confirmed that Robert Card had been trained at a military facility as a firearms instructor. He had threatened to target, shoot up that very facility before. He spent time a couple weeks this summer at a mental health facility. He was hearing voices as well. What does it tell you, though, that he didn't go after that facility that he had said before he was going to target, and instead he went to these other locations, this bowling alley, this bar and grill, where there were probably more people? What do you, infer from that information and that evidence?
Well, I think what we'll find out is what triggered him, what drove him to those soft targets, why he didn't go to that facility. And right now, we don't know that he didn't go to that facility. He could have very easily gone there, realized that he could not have breached the outer perimeter and gone someplace else, the bowling alley, to conduct, this mass shooting. The investigation and clearly the press conference will reveal a little bit more as law enforcement learns and shares with the public.
He is this firearms instructor from Skule, Maine, so a resident of the state, possibly an Army reservist. Do you know especially from your experience being with the FBI, would they first be looking at anybody who knew him, who might be harboring him, hiding him at this time?
They're looking at everything. They're right now looking to see what was on his social media. Did he leave a computer, a phone? Interviewing his friends, his family. Surely they're looking to see anybody that might harbor him. I can't imagine there's anybody that would support this. So he is likely has gone into a rural area, is trying to hide out, much like we saw some of the escapees from the summer, looking to hide out on the land.
A survivalist.
Yeah, and speaking of, that takes me to my very next point. How does that change the game for law enforcement that you are working with someone who is a trained firearms instructor at a military facility? He probably has a very specific set of skills, maybe unique access to ammunition. How does that change the game for law enforcement? And maybe does he even have the capabilities to evade law enforcement longer than a usual regular suspect might?
Well, it's clear he's had training. We know he was a firearms instructor. You can see from the photos, he appears to be very tactically adept. So that's going to be a big concern for law enforcement. They're going to have to move methodically, thoughtfully, to make sure they're safe. And while maintaining safety for the public, they need to move very quickly. Those are difficult things to balance, but they're going to be concerned because of his proficiency with weapons.
Joshua, we appreciate you joining us. Obviously, police have their hands full with all of the information that we're still finding out about this person of interest. Thanks for your expertise. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.